Hi friends, today we're in Joel de Leonis' account. And oh, we have some things to review and discuss. I will immediately assume that we are looking at a free-to-play account here. Some really good notable legendaries. Some solid epics, and a bunch of them chucked in the reserve vault. Owelde has asked for help re-gearing his champions and improve on his account. Let's get right into it. We're seeing Leminisi, Tuhanarok, Trunda, and Nut immediately on the first spot, just introducing me to this account. These two are an amazing hit, assuming that you probably started with Tuhanarok and you got Leminisi for free. And these two, you pulled yourself from somewhere. You're very lucky for having these two guys. They're probably carrying you in most team configurations. Don't forget to use my promo link to get yourself a free legendary Rafma tab, as well as the epics Takeover, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. And that is all you have to do to get your free legendary Rafma tab, as well as Takeover, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up in progress. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. From what I'm seeing, they're not built bad. For the level of account that you're at, it's a pretty okay build. It gets you places, it's fast enough for dungeons. Crit damage is crit damaging, you have 100% crit rate. Your defense is very well stacked here as well. Of course, you can always glyph it more and then upgrade it more and look for better chest plates, better gauntlets that would fit your champions. But this is something that happens with time, right? You could probably switch this Cruel gauntlet for a Feral gauntlet that matches the stats of this one. They roll 3 times in defense, because this is scandalous. This is a really good situation here. I wouldn't swap this gauntlet unless you literally have the same one of 6 stars with one more roll in speed or in accuracy or something like this. And this stat could also be like resistance or something of the sort. Not necessary. It could also be crit damage, you know? Something like this would be the perfect gauntlet for Nut. And then you can afford to swap maybe this chest plate. It has some good rolls, but 2 in the flat defense could have been 2 in crit damage. They could have been 2 in accuracy. You know, that's the only thing that you can really improve on your champions from here on, is fine-tuning their sets if you want to start matching sets. If you want to be really meticulous with the kind of gear that you allow on your champions, but at the level that you're at, you really don't have to worry about going all that far into re-gearing. You've got some of your best gear here. I'm sure this is a preset too, so you can alternate them. Yeah, you can alternate them between champions if you needed to. You also have some work in progress presets here. You're trying to match some Slayer pieces. This is a great option, absolutely. The more Slayer pieces you match on her, the harder she's gonna smack. You're on the right track. Stats are alright. Of course, you could always use a little bit more crit damage and attack. Just for extra smack, you could get rid of these 10% crit rate if you can help it at all. Like, for example, these boots. If you can find better ones, this 11 crit rate percent, you don't need it anymore. But the attack percent is nice here, so I understand why you have them. It's little pieces of the puzzle that you just have to kind of like fit and fiddle with until you get exactly what you want. Be patient, it's gonna come. Another thing that I am seeing, however, on this account, and it's not connected to you gearing your champions or how you've geared your champions, because you have a solid understanding of how gearing works and what a champion type might need. I'm seeing a lot of level 50s. Not even. There's generally just not a lot of champions. That's the problem. You are missing some mechanics. And though you have some great crowd control here that is going to allow you to progress anyway, stun and freeze are always highly appreciated, right? You also have an AoE burn, have a way with dealing with stone skin. Now you've gotten Mikey. There's some work to do, right? You're probably gonna level 60 this Michelangelo as soon as possible, which is something that I also advise. This Madame Ceres is sitting at level 40, man. This is an epic that you can maybe bring up to level 60 if you're not planning on bringing up Gorgorab up to level 60 anytime soon. Here, you're gonna get a nice little true fear mechanic. You have a random buff steal on a chance, a block debuffs, on all allies for 2 turns if she does manage to steal a buff, and a true fear on enemies who do have a buff stolen from them. This does proc a lot in arena. People use Madame Circe in arena a lot. And while I don't know what your arena team looks like, she's just generally very fun to play with. Let me see your team. Gorgorab should be at level 60 if he is your speed or elite champion. Imagine how much faster you can get him with a banner, man. And he's already doing pretty well. This Gorgorab of yours could outspeed some arbiters. I've had that happen to me, okay? So I know how these things go. Okay, so Gorgorab and Michelangelo are gonna be your headliners for the next upcoming champion trainings. Leveling up this guy, leveling up this guy. Put a highly sped up banner on this dude. If you can help it, of course. I think you might need to raid some dungeons. Let's look at that gear in here, shall we? What do you have? Can we filter out some 4 stars and 3 stars in here? Maybe even 1 stars that by accident happen to find their way in here. No more glyphing 4-star pieces. You can sell them all, man. You don't need them anymore. You're gonna get some extra cash from that. It's only holding you back. Even these immortal sets, we're gonna check which Demon Lord difficulty you do. But no more 3-4-star pieces. Even pinpoint. Screw it, man. You're never gonna put them on absolutely anyone anymore. 1 million out of that. Yes. Thank you. And here's your weekly Forge Pass mission. Now as for commons and uncommons, it really depends. I'm willing to overlook a common and uncommon gear on boots only, because you care about them being at 40-45, mostly 45, 6-star. But I'm not so sure about the rest of them. If you feel like it on your own time, you can also get rid of all the commons and uncommons, except speed boots. As for the blue pieces on your account, I have a rule of thumb that helped me clear out most pieces that I knew I probably wasn't gonna need. If it's, for example, a speed set, it needs to roll twice in the speed for me to keep the gear. So say this helmet here, if we roll twice in the speed, we keep it. I would, in your situation, sell this helmet because this roll in speed is just not enough. I'd like to think of a good successful speed roll if it's above 10. So generally any double rolls here in the rare pieces would warrant for keeping one. And why? Is because the next couple of times you level up this piece of artifact. At level 12, you're not gonna get a roll on speed or attack. You're gonna get a stat revealed. It won't roll. And then at level 16, same thing. You're gonna reveal this last bottom stat without rolling it anymore. So you're gonna be left with 9 speed, 9% attack, something, and something. And you will have to glyph that. And why would you want to glyph a 5-star rare helmet? Right? I hope I'm making sense. And that way, I'll sell this for you, straight up. That way, you'll be able to gather up some more cash so you can roll more pieces, get better gear subsequently, and you'll just have to go through your inventory and decide which rare pieces are worth keeping and which aren't. The point of keeping gear around is to keep good to the best gear that we have on our account. Some epic pieces that roll a little weirdly, they roll in some HP flat, or some stat that you don't really want, are still good to keep around for Faction Wars champions when you do start progressing down there as well. Let me just see your clan boss. Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. I wonder how many keys that takes you. Maybe 3? About 3 keys? This is a boot worth selling. But you're getting all 3 Brutal Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare done. And here is a legendary skill tome for you. See, it immediately pays off. Well, if you can tackle clan boss, and if you can get your chests here with minimal effort, I hope. I do want to see your team. Ooh. Deacon Nut, Kemptum, interesting. Morag, and Tuhanorak. Kemptum is really good. What do you wear on him? You probably have a preset in here that are being worn by different... I see what you're doing. Yeah, you're swapping them around. Because whatever stats a Kemptum needs are the same that Lemnisci needs. Your Deacon brings you a speed up. He also brings you a great turn meter fill, and this decrease doesn't proc in clan boss, but he gets an extra turn afterwards. We decrease defense lands, leech lands. It's good sustenance, but I wonder, maybe this is a movable piece of the puzzle when you do get a better speed or champ that would work for this configuration. This is your debuff cleanser with increased speed, increased defense, decreased stack, block buffs, amazing. Debuff spread, which doesn't work in clan boss, but it's whatever. Decreased speed, Continuous heals to Hanoraki is a great option. Nut is a great nuker. You might want to book him. You might want to get to him soon and book him out completely. Have this on a 3-turn cooldown. Have this on a 4-turn cooldown. Because you want to take advantage of this counter attack as much as possible because of this passive that makes him deal 100% more damage instead of 75% when counter-attacking. Morag with ally attack is also great. A great option. Nice. Okay, Ultra Nightmare is 107. I'm hoping 3-4 keys are getting you there. You're doing some good Hydra progress. Some good Chimera progress. I'm pretty sure you can move on to harder stages of Chimera based off this. Yeah, according to this, you're ready to proceed to normal. Oh, you were doing normal. You could try hard now. You could just like switch your 2 keys to hard if your team actually can beat it, because that is another thing where you have to get chests. So you're doing whatever Chimera difficulty you guys can tackle. That's very fair. All in due time with your clan mates, right? I saw you've completed stage 20 everywhere in dungeons. So for the time being, just stick to raiding these dungeon stages to get an upgrade in your gear. Move on from rare pieces to mostly epic, legendary, mythical if you're lucky, but epics will do just fine. I love using epic artifacts on champions that I am only planning on building for certain Curse City stages or some Doom Tower, some shenanigans, something. Or if I'm only building them for faction wars, let's say. You have very little left to get Arbiter, and maybe in this case, maybe you don't have to work on Gorgorab since Arbiter will be your instant upgrade to this arena lead. But the champion is great otherwise. You might consider it for faction wars, he's gonna be your staple in there. But since you're getting Arbiter, maybe instead of Gorgorab, another possibility again to consider is Madame Ceres. Purely for the crowd control, she's very fun to play with. So get your Arbiter ASAP. Ascend a Spirit Champion to level 6 of Ascension. Oh, that's why you're working on Mikey. I understand. Yep, your next Spirit Champion should definitely be Mikey. 100%. Hey dude, you have very little tweaks that you need to make on this account. I feel like you're underestimating yourself mostly. Oh, and another thing. Feel free to glyph pieces that you know that you'll keep on your champions. They do give a great boost. And I'm sure that you're raiding faction wars as frequently as it would allow. But for example, here you can glyph this defense percent HP. Even the flat ones, I glyph every single piece of substat. Because every little boost matters. Every little bonus percent bonus number here helps me. Will help you too. Armiger, yeah, you can also build your Armiger to level 60. Armiger is also a great option for the block revive here on his A2. Hard to hit her too because it scales off enemy max HP. Speaking of Armiger, you have an Ice Golem turn attack now. Oh, turn attack! Turn attack, never mind! You're not gonna need your Armiger, you're gonna need your fastest champion. Was it Ice Golem? Why is there nothing here? give me some like 2x on something. Retaliation, maybe reflex? Anyway, you take your strongest nuker. In that case, that might be Trunda for you or Nut. You take them through here, stage 4. And if you can raid it... Is this your team? Do you have team presets? I don't want to destroy it. Here, let me demonstrate. I think this will do just fine. I'm gonna turn on the super raids. We're gonna turn on auto. And 2x, I'm sorry, but I have to watch it on fast forward. Actually, do you have an AoEer? Who has the most AoE attacks? Why did we do this? Will he be able to one-shot them? No, that's 10 turns. We need something a lot faster. But this is how you make points for these. Stage 4, your fastest nuker, and you go at it. It's not gonna be Nut. We need someone with a lot more AoE attacks. Does Trunda have more AoE attacks? I think so. Let's try it with her. I want to see if she's gonna make more points. AoE. The next one has to be an AoE, right? Yes. Oh, that almost proc. Almost killed them all. I think she's gonna be much faster though. Or she might be equally fast. She's equally as fast as your Nut. But again, the strategy is as follows. Keep pulling shards, man. Keep raiding Demon Lord. Keep pulling shards. At one point, you're gonna get some champions that speedrun the game for you. For now, you'll just have to, with these two, honestly, you don't really have a lot to worry about. All in due time, sir. All in due time. You're gonna get faster, stronger. Build out a True Fear champ. Build out maybe a Veil champ. Introduce some more mechanics in your game to make it a little more interesting. and start progressing better down in faction wars, because not having a lot of champions, not sticking to a lot of champions or building out a lot of champions will result in your faction wars just kind of like being a little bit on the back burner, and you do really benefit from these perception gems here, bloodstones. The further down you can get, the better. The better perception pieces you can forge, the better. You see and understand how a lot of things in this game are connected, interconnected. As long as you stick to these, you're gonna be progressing in the game. Guaranteed, promised. And you are level 60, and you are most probably free to play. So don't be hard on yourself, keep raiding, don't give up. You can make a submission for an account takeover down in the description box. You can find the link to my Discord. You can find me there in the account takeover channel. I'll try to reply to you in a timely manner, but again, there's a little bit of backlog. So be patient, I'll get to you eventually. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye!